Welcome to the channel, and today we're embarking on an epic, in-depth journey into one of the longest, bloodiest, and most influential conflicts of the ancient world, the Peloponnesian War, a struggle that consumed Greece for nearly 3 decades and forever altered the course of Western history. Our story begins in the aftermath of the Persian Wars, when the Greek city-states emerged victorious, but deeply divided. Athens, once threatened with destruction, rose rapidly to power through the Delian League, a naval alliance formed to defend Greece against future Persian aggression. Over time, Athens transformed this alliance into an empire, demanding tribute, imposing garrisons, and crushing revolts, using the wealth of its allies to build a dominant navy, magnificent public works, and an ambitious democratic society that celebrated culture, philosophy, and political participation. Sparta, by contrast, represented a vastly different way of life, conservative, militaristic, and land-based, ruled by an oligarchy and sustained by a rigid social system that prioritized discipline and stability above all else. As Athens expanded its influence across the Aegean, Sparta and its allies in the Peloponnesian League grew increasingly alarmed, fearing that Athenian power threatened the traditional balance of Greece. According to the historian Thucydides, it was this fear of Athenian growth that made war inevitable. Diplomatic crises, including disputes involving Corinth, Corcyra, and Potidaea, pushed tensions to the breaking point, and in 431 BC, the fragile peace collapsed. The Peloponnesian War had begun. In the opening phase, known as the Archidamian War, Sparta pursued a strategy of annual invasions into Attica, ravaging Athenian farmland and attempting to provoke a decisive land battle, while Athens, under the leadership of Pericles, avoided direct confrontation, sheltering its population behind the long walls and relying on naval supremacy to raid enemy coasts and maintain supply lines. This strategy, while militarily sound, produced unforeseen consequences, as overcrowding within Athens led to a catastrophic plague that swept through the city, killing tens of thousands, including Pericles himself, and shaking Athenian confidence to its core. As the war dragged on, brutality increased on both sides, with massacres, civil strife within city-states, and shifting alliances revealing the moral collapse that prolonged conflict can bring. Temporary truces failed, and even moments of peace, such as the Peace of Nicias, proved fragile and short-lived. Athens, driven by ambition and overconfidence, embarked on the disastrous Sicilian expedition, sending a massive fleet and army to conquer Syracuse, only to suffer one of the greatest military catastrophes in ancient history as its forces were trapped, starved, and annihilated, with survivors enslaved or executed. This defeat marked a turning point, severely weakening Athens' navy and morale, while giving Sparta the opportunity it needed to adapt its strategy. With financial support from Persia, Sparta built a powerful fleet, challenged Athenian dominance at sea, and encouraged revolts among Athenian allies. Internal political turmoil erupted in Athens, including brief oligarchic coups, as desperation replaced confidence. One by one, Athenian strongholds fell, supply routes were cut, and the once invincible empire began to unravel. The final blow came at Ægospotami, where the Spartan commander Lysander destroyed the Athenian fleet in a surprise attack, leaving Athens defenseless. In 404 BC, after months of siege and starvation, Athens surrendered. Its long walls were torn down, its empire dismantled, and its democracy temporarily abolished, bringing the Peloponnesian War to a grim conclusion. Yet victory brought little peace, as Sparta's harsh rule alienated former allies and failed to bring stability to Greece. The war left the Greek world exhausted, economically ruined, and politically fractured, creating the conditions that would allow Macedon, under Philip II and later Alexander the Great, to dominate Greece and reshape the ancient world. The Peloponnesian War stands as a timeless lesson in the dangers of fear, rivalry, and unchecked ambition, showing how prolonged conflict can destroy even the most brilliant civilizations from within. Thank you for watching this full-length exploration of the Peloponnesian War, and if you found this deep dive into ancient history informative and engaging, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more long-form documentaries that bring the past to life. Until next time, stay curious, and keep exploring history.